AI, banking, China are the ABCs of economic apocalypse, or AI, Bitcoin, China, right? And the reason for that is AI takes blue America's jobs, Bitcoin takes their power over money, and China just takes their power militarily. And so they were already kind of on the ropes, and now they're just getting hit by three very powerful forces at the same time. And then, of course, like Russia's also at least fighting to a standstill in Ukraine, even if not winning, and not losing is a win for Russia in some ways, right? So, I mean, one of the things is, it is possible to disrespect the establishment publicly without being canceled in a way that is just completely impossible even 3 years ago, right? It's like it gave its all in terms of propaganda and shrieked, but it's just kind of fallen off on that, right? And people aren't listening. You can tell that people have tuned out from the regime and so on. It's like a change in wavelength. It doesn't mean they don't still have loyalists. They do. But what I foresee, here's the key thing that most people aren't thinking about. When the Soviet Union broke up, do you know what the first countries that broke away?
Not the Baltics. Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, well, actually, arguably, it's the Warsaw Pact that the rattling happened because, formally there's the Soviet Union, and then there's the Warsaw Pact countries that were nominally their own countries that were a little bit less under central control. So the rattling happened on the outskirts of empire first, and those broke away first, right? And that's kind of like France today breaking away and going to, work with China or whatever. That kind of thing is, right? But here, just to show you this. So basically, this is the key thing. The countries that exited the ruble the earliest, namely the Baltic states, performed the best, while the laggards suffered the most. Okay? Last guy out pays all the debts. That's an incentive to leave, right? So the Baltics were small. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Yeah, so Baltics were small. They were first to exit the Soviet Union. They showed it was possible, and everyone followed suit. And the thing is, even as late as March 1991, the USSR held this fake referendum, which they tried to show 76% support. They were doing fake votes. 76% support for staying in the Soviet Union, right? This was a vote they held to try to stem the tide. But you can see these black, things over there. Basically, these regions rejected the all-union vote. They held their own. And because the Baltics broke away, they showed it was possible, and then the whole thing came apart in 9 months, okay? And the thing is, this is key. When the Baltics left the USSR, they got a fresh start. They didn't inherit any of the foreign debt. Okay? The Baltic republics inherited neither the debt nor the claims for the assets of the USSR. So, if Florida or Texas or the red states as a group or some subset of them break away first, they don't inherit the 30 trillion in debt. They get a clean start.